So we're going to do a few exercises and stretches today that open up the hips and the back and the chest. And that should feel nice to start out the week. Also, guys, if you want to have some music playing, you can always play some music from your own playlists or Spotify, whatnot. But I do have a few playlists on Spotify too, if you guys are interested. It's under Sophia Celeste. So if you want some playlists or some music to listen to, there's a few different playlists. And I have a Rise and Shine playlist that's kind of made for mornings. So if you guys want that as well, that's on my Spotify. I'm going to give people a few more minutes to come in and then we'll start. I can't believe we're already a few weeks into January. It's so crazy to me. I feel like the winter has been kind of crazy here and it's been really cold. And I feel like this year's already just feeling different. I can't believe how cold it is here right now. I think the high on Thursday or Friday this week for us is 14. And that's just not weather that I am used to. But, we find ways to romanticize the cold and the snow. Lots of movies, lots of fires inside. All right, guys, just like one more minute and then we'll get started. Again, if you want to use some props, I have a small Pilates ball, light set of weights, 2 or 3 pounds. You could do fives too, though, and a light and medium resistance band. Okay, guys. I think we can let people roll in as they want to or need to as they get up. So we are going to start on the mat. I want us to start. Actually, we're going to start standing today. We're going to start standing at the back of the mat. And also, guys, if you have ankle weights and you want to put some ankle weights on, you can always choose to put ankle weights on for the duration of class. A lot of the time I have ankle weights that I will add to class. I just don't have 1 pound weights with me. I have 2 pound weights. And I know that doesn't seem like it's much of a difference, but I promise you, a 2 pound ankle weight makes all the difference. So I'm not putting myself through that this morning. Okay, guys. Standing to the back of the mat. Reach the arms up nice and tall to the sky. Look up to the ceiling. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, start to bend the elbows, open up the chest a little deeper. Breathe in, reach the arms up. Breathe out, nod your chin to chest. Start to peel the hands down towards the mat. Bring your hands down as far as they can. If they come to the ground, great. If they come to backs of the legs, totally fine. Take 3 bends of the knees here. Starting to feel the weight into the backs of the legs. Starting to feel a stretch through the hamstrings. Paying attention just where we feel tight. One more here. Bending the knees, curling back up to standing. Reach the arms up nice and tall again. Look up to the sky. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, bend the elbows, open up the chest. Reach the arms back up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Nod chin to chest again. Hands come down towards the mat. This time, walk your hands out to a down dog and shift your weight back into your hips and your heels. Let the crown of the head start to fall towards the mat. Feel the stretch into the heels, into the ankles, calves and hamstrings, maybe even through the glutes and the low back. Draw the heels up and down for 3, for 2, Last one, draw the heels up and down, pressing the heels into the mat. Walk your hands back to your feet. Bend the knees, come up nice and tall. Reach the arms up again to the sky. Take a big breath in. Breathe out, bend the elbows, open up that chest. Reach the arms up, breathe in. Breathe out, curling down one vertebrae at a time. Peel the hands back down to the mat. Walk yourself out to that down dog again and hold here. Right hand comes over to that left ankle. Take a small twist of the spine. Let the crown of the head fall. Big breath in and out here and bring that palm back. Left palm comes to that right ankle. Rotate through the spine and bring that palm back. Walk the hands back to the feet. Bend the knees. Curl up nice and tall. Arms come back up to the sky. One more time here. Bend the elbows. Open up the chest. Reach the arms up. Curl down one vertebrae at a time. This time, walk yourself all the way out into a plank position. Spinning the biceps forward, opening up through the chest. Shoulders are pulling right over the wrists. Starting to draw the ribs up into the belly, into the back. Take 2 big breaths in and out here. As you breathe out, let the knees come down. Tuck the toes under, sit your hips back to the heels. Take a child's pose here. Allow the chest to sink down in between the legs. Take the stretch through the backs of the arms, through the armpits, maybe even that upper back. 2 breaths here. Beautiful, guys. Come back up to a tabletop position here. Let's bring shoulders back over the wrists and then hips are over your knees. Flex your feet and press your toes down into the mat. For 5, we'll start to press up away from those palms. So we're pressing out of the palms, lifting the knees, hover. Take a little tap of the knees back down. And again, keeping shoulders over wrists, little lift, hover, tap the knees back down. Take a breath out as you lift. Draw the belly button up into the spine. Tap the knees down for 4. Hips are staying directly over the knees as you lift. Drawing that deeper connection to the core here. Feeling the ribs hug into the belly for 3. Last one. Lift the knees and hold here. Right leg extends back, tap it back, draw it back in. Left leg extends back, draw it back in. Tap it back, pull it in. Tap it back, keeping the shoulders over wrists for 4 and 4. Good, guys. Keep the knees hovering. Breathing in and out for 2 and 2. Shoulders over wrists for 1 and 1. Tap the knees down, tuck the toes under. Sit the hips back to the heels. Take that stretch. See if we can reach that left arm over a little bit. Stretch through that left side a little. And then reaching over to the opposite side. Taking that stretch. Beautiful, guys. And come back to center. We will come back to a tabletop position. I'm warm already. So there's that. We are coming back to a tabletop position. Shoulders over wrists and hips stacked over knees. From here, you will bring your left forearm down onto the mat, spinning so that you have both those hands kind of tapping on top of each other together here. Opening up through that right hip a little bit, your right leg will start to extend back. Opening up here through that hip. From here, press up and away from that left forearm. Pull that left rib cage up into the belly. Keep the leg lifted. Start to lift the leg a little higher. Start to sweep the leg down without letting that chest sink down. Pressing the leg up, pressing into the base of the glute, and slowly lowering that leg down. Feeling that connection now through the upper body, through the belly, and through the leg. We have full body connection here as we start class. Press it up and draw it down. Especially since it's early in the morning, since this is our body's first movement of the day, I don't want you to think of speeding things up or trying to be as efficient as you can. I want you to move intuitively. Use your breath here. Really find that deeper connection to the whole body. You're here for 4, pressing up into the base of the booty, creating space between that left shoulder and the ear. For 2, lift that right leg, hold here. Little circles here. For 5, 4, keep the belly button drawing up into the spine. For 2, reverse that circle. For 5, put weight into that right palm. For 3, pressing up on that left shoulder. And for 1, pause here. Flex the foot. Start to open up that hip a little more and sweep that right leg out towards that right side. Slowly start to pull that leg back to center. Try not to let that leg lower. Sweep out and breathe in. Breathe out. Draw that leg back. Feel that deeper connection to that left glute and that right oblique. Breathing in and breathing out. For 4, keep the hips stacked over that left knee. Keep that tempo. Last one here. Scoop that right leg back to the hip. Pause here. Come up onto that left palm. We have both palms on the mat. Now squeeze into those ribs. Pull the belly button into the spine. Find your tricep push up. Chest comes down. Slowly draw the chest back up. Keeping weight in both of those palms. Keep the ribs hugging into those biceps. For 5, breathing in and out. Belly button into spine. For 3, keep that leg lifted. Finish strong. 1 more. Find that push up. Come up. Pause. Draw that right knee in towards the chest. Extend it back. Draw it in towards the chest. Extend it back. Now that we're parallel here, try not to let that right hip lift. Really think of pressing to where the glute and that right hamstring connect here. For 5, extend it back. Breathe in as you bend, out as you extend. Weight needs to come into that right palm. For 2, extend it back. 1 more, extend it back, holds. Now, can you flex your left foot? See if you can press the left toes into the mat. Now, see if we can lift that left knee, little hover. Tap it down. If this isn't available to you, keep going with that right knee coming in and out. For 4, you got it. 2 more. Press up out of those palms. Last one. Tap the knee down, tuck the toe under, draw that knee into the chest. Nice, guys. Sit the hips back to the heels. Beautiful. We'll come to the other side. Okay. I'm going to turn around so you guys can stay seeing me. You have that right forearm coming down. Left palm is pressing into the mat. Right palm on top. Make sure your right elbow is directly under the right shoulder. Extend the left leg back. Open up that hip a little bit here and hold. Start to pull the leg up and sweep the leg down. Keeping that deeper connection to the belly, not letting your chest sink down as that leg lower lifts. Breathing out and breathing in. For 8. Letting the breath guide the tempo. Letting the breath control the movement. For 6. That right side is staying away from the mat. For 3. Press into the base of the booty. 1 more, lift the leg and hold. We start to circle little circles for 5. 4. Come from that whole leg, not the ankle, not the knee. Reverse your circle, putting weight into that left palm for 5. 4. For 2. And 1. Hold here. Flex that foot. Open up that hip a little more. Start to sweep that left leg out to the left. Start to sweep that heel back. Breathe in. Open up to the side. Breathe out. Sweep that leg back home. Feel that connection to that right glute and that left oblique. For 3, you got it. Keep that shoulder over the elbow. For 2, press up, space between the shoulder and the ear. Last one here, you got it. Sweep it out to the side. Sweep it back to center. Hold here. Bring that right palm up. Turn so that we're square. Find your tricep push-up. Squeeze those ribs into the bicep. For 4, breathing in and out. Don't let that belly sink down. Last 2. And for 1. Come up. Now draw the knee into the chest. Extend it back. Keep those hips nice and square. Press into the base of the booty. Extend it back. Good, guys. 6. Press up away from those wrists. Even distribution of weight on that right and left side. For 3. Breathing out. And in. Out. And in. Last one. Extend it out. Good, guys. And then draw that knee in. Sit the hips back to the heels. Take a little stretch. We're warm through the whole body now. I'm going to come back to face the front of my mat. I want you guys to come all the way down now onto your stomach. So we were in this tabletop position. We'll lower down. And I actually want you guys to try and open up to a cobra here first. So bring those hands to either side of the chest. Open up the chest and press up out of the palms. See if you can try to lift the abdominals up off of the mat. Really pressing the hips forward. Finding extension through the back, opening up through the chest and through the back. 3 deep breaths here. Press up out of those palms for 2. 1 more here. And slowly lower down as you breathe out. Nice, guys. Keep those hands next to your chest, right on either sides of the chest on the mat. Let those toes tuck under. Take a breath in here. As you breathe out, I want you to open up your chest. Lift the legs off of the mat and bring those arms so they're just hovering. You're squeezing your elbows in towards your ribs. Take a breath in here and extend the arms in front of you. Breathe out, pull those elbows back to the ribs. Again, extend the arms, breathe in. Breathe out, pull those elbows back. See if we can lift that chest a bit more for 5. Breathing in and slide. Try to lift up through the abdominals. 2 more. 1 more. Breathing in. Breathe out, hold, and slowly lower down. Take a breath in. Breathe out, lift the chest, lift the legs, hover. From here, arms come out wide to a T. Pull those pinkies back towards like you're going to tap the pinkies together. Bring the arms back out to a T. Pull those pinkies like you're going to pull them, tap them together. Arms come back out to a T for 6. Keep those quads lifted off of the mat. Breathe out. And in. For 3. For 2. See if you can lift that chest as you reach those arms back. Slowly come all the way down. Nice, guys. One more thing here. Open up the chest. Reach those arms up. Lengthen through the legs. Reach the arms back behind you and pause. Turn your palms to face up. Little pulses up here for 10. Feel like your arms are being pulled to the back of your mat as you press those palms up. Not sitting into the back, use the abdominals for 5, 4, 3. Keep those arms lifted, hold little slow pulses of the legs. Kick from the glute, not from the knee, not from the ankle. Reach those arms back for 5, 4, 3. Big breath in, breathe out and lower down. Beautiful, guys. Hands can come back to your chest. Send the weight back into the hips and the heels, round out through your back. Take that stretch, really let that chest sink down. 2 deep breaths here. Beautiful, guys. Let's come up to your glutes. I want you guys to grab your mat, your resistance band, and your light set of weights. So sitting on the mat towards the front of the mat, feet are coming down onto the mat. The ball is going to come behind you. You're just going to let it be behind you for now. Then you'll have your lighter resistance band. They're going to cross the resistance band like you're creating an infinity sign and then put it around the arches of your feet and let the band be. Feet are pressing down into the mat. You have your hips close to your heels, but not touching. And then the ball is behind you. Okay? Arms are going to come forward. Palms are facing each other. Start by drawing the shoulders down the back, away from the ears. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, start to tuck your tailbone under, peeling back one vertebrae at a time. You'll start to feel the ball with the middle of the back as you lower down. Press into the ball, and then slowly curl back up, keeping that C curve with your spine and keeping length through the neck. Breathe in and curl back. Tap the ball. Breathe out and lift. Going nice and slow here. Again, letting the breath control the tempo of the movement. And if this is a small movement, come down 2 inches and curl right back up. And if you can bring that ball pretty far away from your back so that you're coming down almost to those shoulder blades, find that range of motion that works for you, right? You want to challenge your body, but keep your form. That's the biggest thing that I'll say time and time again in class. Challenge yourself. You know when you're working, when you're pushing yourself, but keep your form. If you feel a tweak, if you feel a strain, if you're cramping, that's your body telling you have to slow it down. We're here for 4. Deep curve through the spine. You want to feel like you're making the letter C with your spine. Keep that control. Shoulders down away from the ears. Good, guys. Last one here. Curl back. Find your ball. Start to press the back into the ball. Press 2 inches into the ball. Lift off that ball for 2 inches. Press down into the ball and lift, keeping that deep C curve with the spine the whole time. Belly button is drawing in towards the belly. Your ribs are hugging around like the top of the core is core sitting around those ribs. For 4. For 2. Last one. And all the way up to seated. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, curl back. Find that ball again and pause. Keep that deep C curve with the spine. Arms open out to a T. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bring the hands back towards the hips. Open up and breathe in. Breathe out. Press those hands back. Good, guys. Keeping the belly button pulling into the spine. This is how we find flexibility of the back. So your low back is tucked under and curved while we're squeezing the shoulder blades as the arms open. Flexibility of the spine is a hard position and a hard place in the body to find, but over time, the more you practice, it will start to feel more and more natural. Open up, breathe in, breathe out, press those hands back together. Last one. Hands press back together and curl up. Beautiful. Take a breath in. Breathe out, curl back, press into those heels. Find that ball again. Keep shoulders away from the ears and pause. Now arms are going to come up. Bring biceps to ears. Continue to open up the chest. Let the whole back open. Take 3 deep breaths here. This should be a really nice chest and back opener for you. 3 really big deep breaths. One more big breath in here. As you breathe out, start to curl back up to your ab crunch, but keep your biceps by your ears. So arms stay nice and long, curling up. And as we find that crunch, the arms come down. Again, arms will peel up, biceps to ears, and then we start to open up the chest and come back. Keep the biceps glued to the ears. Breathe out. Find that upper ab crunch. Press the palms down. Curl higher through that C curve. Arms come up, biceps to ears. Open up that chest. Breathe out as you curl, bringing the palms down. Breathing out as you curl. Deep C curve. Arms come up, biceps to ears. And open up that chest. Last one like this. Find that upper ab crunch. Bring the palms down. Deep C curve, hold. Turn the palms to face down. Keep this position. Just bring arms up, biceps to ears. Press the palms back down. Breathe in and lift. Breathe out. For 4. You got it. Keep that C curve. Press into those heels. Keep belly button pulling. Keep belly button pulling into the spine. Last one here. We got it. Breathing in. Breathe out. Press the palms down. And then open the arms out to a T. Let the head fall back again. Take a stretch here. One more big breath in and out. Beautiful, guys. Hands come behind your hamstrings. Nod your chin to chest. Let's curl back up all the way to seated. Grab the ball. The ball is going to come in between the knees. Start to squeeze the inner thighs. Palms come back together. Draw the shoulders down the back. Big breath in. As you breathe out, deep squeeze of the inner thighs. Try to pop that ball. Curl down. Come all the way down to the shoulders. Arms come up right above the shoulders. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, press the palms down. Feel the ribs hug around the belly. The middle of the back glues down, reaching the arms forward, shoulders away from ears, not tucking the chin into the chest. Take a breath in. Arms come up. Open up the chest. Breathe out. Press the palms down. Find that upper ab crunch. Peel the shoulder blades off the mat. Arms come up. Belly button into spine. Open up that chest. Breathe in. Breathe out. Press the palms down and curl up. Breathe in. Deep squeeze of that ball. Don't forget about those inner thighs. Breathe out. For 2. Keep the control. Use your breath. Last one. Breathing in. As you breathe out, curl up into that upper ab crunch. and pause. Now squeeze in their thighs even deeper. Draw those knees into a tabletop position. Squeezing the inner thighs. You guys, my words today. Extend the legs. As you extend the legs, can you reach the arms up, biceps to ears? Don't uncurl. So we're staying curled, biceps to ears, deep squeeze of the inner thighs. Start to draw the knees in as the arms press down. We can do this with the head, neck, and shoulders down if we need to modify. Breathing in, breathe out. That band is just staying where it is. It shouldn't have tension. It should just feel like it's keeping the legs connected. If anything, we haven't used that band yet. Good, guys. Feet down towards the even or parallel to the knees, right? So not down towards the heels or towards the booty. You want to stay nice and parallel. You're here for 3. Breathing in, squeeze the inner thighs. Breathe out. Head, neck, and shoulders stay lifted. Long legs, long arms. Last one here. Extend the arms and the legs. Hold the legs where they are. Press those palms down. See if we can take little pumps of the arms. Modify, bring that leg to tabletop. Squeeze the inner thighs. Breathing in and out. In and out. For 4. Reach low with those fingers. 2 more. Keep the ribs hugging around the belly. Breathing in. As you breathe out, knees come into the chest and lower down. Bring the ball down next to you. And then we'll bring the legs up to the ceiling. I'm going to scoot down a little bit. Bring the legs up to the ceiling. You have that band. And we have external rotation here. So now we've turned so that our legs are spinning away from each other and our thighs are spinning away from each other. And we have a deeper connection to the inner thighs and the glutes. From here, pulling apart into that band, feeling that connection through the quads, through the backs of the belly, through the backs of the legs, and through the inner thighs. Palms will press down. If you want it to be more challenging, bring the arms up so wrists are stacked over your shoulders. Okay. Again, modified, press those palms down. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, feel the ribs hug around the belly. Feel the middle of the back plug into the mat. We start to pull even wider with that band. Hold. Start to lower the legs down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Draw them back up to 90 and lose tension. Open the legs, find tension and hold. Breathe in and lower. Breathe out to lift. And close. We can do this without that band. Inner thighs press away. Lower. Lift. Lose that tension. You can always bring a ball between the inner thighs instead. Extend and press out into the band. Lower, breathe in. Breathe out. And lose tension. You're here for 4. Keep inner thighs spinning away from each other. Lose that tension. Press into those outer hips. Lower. Last one. Keep the inner thighs spinning away. Press into that band. Lower the legs. Breathe in. Breathe out. Pull the knees into the chest. Nice, guys. Okay, we're going to bring the legs to a frog position. Now, we won't have heels together because of the band. So I want you to think about feet pulling away from each other just a little bit. You have knees out as wide, a little wider than the hips. And then you have middle of the back pressing down into the mat. Arms come down by your side. Flex your feet. Now, I want you to think of extending like you're trying to open the legs out wide. Extend the legs and press away. Then draw them back in. Extend and press the heels away from each other and draw it back in. Breathe in and extend. Breathe out. Bring it back. Again, breathe in, extend, press into that band. Breathe out. Keep middle of the back, lead down. You're here for 4, for 3, If you feel it in the hip flexors, make it a smaller movement. Now, last one, extend the legs, press into that band. Can you take little pulses out for 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw the knees in. Nice, guys. Okay, we can get that band off of those legs and then bring the hands around the shins and draw the knees in towards your chest. Elbows will come out nice and wide. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, curl up into a ball shape and hold. Shoulders are drawing down away from the ears and drawing down into the back. Right leg will extend up to the ceiling. Hands come around that left knee. Flex the right foot. Start to lower that right leg down towards the ceiling. Just waiting for my meds to kick it in. You guys, my wording told me I slept so well last night. Maybe I slept too well. I don't know what's happening here. Flex and lower. Breathe in. Breathe out and lift. Breathe in and lower. Breathe out and lift. If you want to make this more challenging, bring this left leg to a tabletop position and extend the arms. For 3. To modify deeper, we can also always lower down through the head, neck, and shoulders and just focus on that low core. Last one, lower that right leg. Bring it in towards the chest or to tabletop. We'll switch right to the other side. Left leg extends. Sweep the leg up. Flex to lower. Breathe in. Point to lift. Good, you guys. Flex to lower. And point to lift. Keeping middle of the back glued down. You're here for 4. Don't forget about that right ankle or draw that knee into the chest too if we need to. Last 2. Lower the leg, breathe in. Bring it to tabletop. Hands can come around the shins. Lower down. Take a big breath in. Breathe out. Keep hands around the shins. Curl back up into that ball shape and hold. Now extend the legs to the front of the mat. Extend the arms back, biceps to ears. Breathe in. Breathe out. Circle your arms. Draw the knees deeper in towards the chest. Breathe in and extend. Breathe out, circle. Draw the knees into the chest. You're here for 5, keeping middle of the back glued down. Keeping the shoulder blades lifted. Last 2. One more, breathing in. Breathe out, pull the knees in, lower down through the head, neck, and shoulders. Bring the legs up to the ceiling. Arms come up, wrists stacked over the shoulders. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, press the palms down, curl up, and hold here. Right leg will start to lower. Breathe in. Breathe out, switch the legs. And again. If we need to make this modified, whenever that leg lifts, bring your hands behind that hamstring, draw that leg in a bit closer. So this is our modified position, and this is our challenge position. For 4, and 4, space between the ears and the shoulders. For 2, and 2. For 1, and 1. Draw the knees into the chest. Beautiful. Big breath in and out here. Feel that stretch through the low back. Okay, let's come to your side. We'll do a side series to each side, and then we'll take some stretches to finish out class today. So I want you guys to grab your heavier band if you have them. If you have ankle weights, put those on. Anything that's going to help you connect deeper to your glutes and your legs. Okay, so I'm just putting my heavier band around my thighs. I'm on my right side. So I'm bringing it through both the legs. I'm on my right hip bone with my right forearm on the mat with my right shoulder directly over the elbow. Come here so you guys can see me a little bit better. Now, the biggest thing, if you have a ball with you, I want you to put the ball underneath where your ribs are, not down by your hip and not up by your armpit, but right where those ribs are. You want to feel like the ball is on fire. So you're constantly pulling away, up and away from that ball, creating as much space as you can between the mat and your ribs. From here, left hand can come down or it can tend onto your hip, or you can bring it onto your belly to help you connect deeper to your core. Left leg will lift and extend from here. Start to sweep that leg forward. Breathe in. Sweep the leg back and breathe out every time. Forward and sweep it back. Now you want to keep your ankle parallel to your hip bone or a little bit higher. Try not to let that leg hover just an inch above the mat. You want to bring it a little bit higher so you can feel that deeper connection to your glute. If you've ever done reformer single leg and strap, you know that when that leg is low to the reformer or to the ground, you don't feel that deeper connection to the booty. So having that higher lift with that left leg will make a difference. Breathing out, breathing in as the leg comes forward, pressing into the base of the booty, and using the core as the leg sweeps forward. Try to create space between the hip and the quad. Breathing out as you press back, breathing in as you come forward. We're here for 2 and 2 for 1. Kick it forward, hold. Just sweep it back to center and kick it forward for 4, 3. Stay lifted out of that right side. Stay lifted out of that right hip. 1 more. Sweep it forward. Sweep it all the way back and hold. Bring it back to center and just sweep it back for 4. Press into the base of the booty. Last 2. 1 more. Press it back. Now bring it to center. Hold. Pulse it up for 8 and 7. Lift away from that right side for 4, 3, 2, hold the leg up, pause, bend the knee, bring the knee into your left elbow, press the leg towards that back corner. Draw the knee into the elbow, press it to that back corner. For 5, press it back, push through that burn, keep that left leg lifted, you got it. For 2, last one, press it back and hold. Sweep it back to center, pause. Now bend that knee, draw it in towards your chest and hold. Can you bring that leg back in and down? Now we're not going to rest. You're going to keep the feet together. Start to lift and press into the base of that left glute. Bring the knee down. Lift and press. Bring the knee down. It's that simple clamshell. Stay lifted through the ribs. Stay lifted through that right side. Shoulder away from here on that right side. For 10. Keep the feet glued together. Keep those heels glued together. You want to feel like that left hip isn't moving at all, almost like you have a wall right behind the glute and you're pressing the knee into the wall. For 4. 2 more. Last one, lift the knee and hold. Extend the leg, bend the knee. Extend the leg, bend the knee. So you're keeping that tension in the band. All you're doing is straightening the leg and tapping the toe back to that right toe. For 4, 3, 2. Last one. Bring that foot back. Pause. Now bring the knee down. Lift, extend, tap, bring it down. Lift, extend, tap, bring it down. Last 3. You got it. Final push here on this side for 2. Last one. Extend, bend, and send it down. Good job, guys. Come up out of that left side. You can keep the knees bent and take a little side stretch here. So bring that left palm down. Let that right side just reach up and over. Let the ear fall to the shoulder. Just take that full stretch here. Open up that chest. Big breath in and out. One more. Good. We'll come to the other side. Coming onto that left forearm. If your hips are ever bothering you here, guys, if you just have that yoga mat, you can always stack your mat so that you have a little bit more support under your hip bone if that's something that you need. Staying lifted through that left side. We'll hold here. Right hip is over the left hip. We'll start by extending that right leg out and hold. Lift up through that left side. The ball is only there to help you, remind you to pull away from the ground. Sweep the leg forward and sweep that leg back. Breathing in and breathing out. Using the core as the leg sweeps forward, pressing into the base of the booty as you press back. Keeping that leg even to the hip, if not higher. Pressing into that right palm, keeping the chest nice and even. You're trying not to shift forward and back with the chest as the leg moves. For 5. Breath guides the movement. Especially towards the end of class, it can be easy to speed things up because we're feeling a little tired. Slow things down. Keep it going. You're almost done. We're in that final stretch. For 2. One more. Sweep it forward and hold. Sweep it back to center and sweep it forward. For 4. Right shoulder away from ear. 2 more. Pull up out of that left side. Last one. Now sweep it back, all the way back to center. Sweep it back just for 4. Press into that glute. For 2. One more. Now bring it back to center. We pulse it up for 8. Press against that band. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold. Bend the knee, pull it into the elbow. Extend it to that back corner. Press into that glute. Breathe in and out. Don't let that right ankle fall. Breathe in and out. For 5. Last 2. For 1. Kick it back. Sweep it back to center. Pull the knee in. Then bring it down. Find that clamshell. Open up. Press it down. Keep the hand either on the belly or down on that mat. Keep the feet together. Press into that glute. Feel like you have a wall here. We're not letting that hip open up or lift through the chest. For 6. You got it. Final stretch here. Press into that right glute for 3. 2. Last one. Open and hold. Extend the leg. Bend the knee. Extend the leg. Bend the knee. For 4. Press against that band. Keep that resistance. 2 more. Last one. Bring it down. We combine everything. Press into the booty. Extend the leg. Bend the knee. And come down. Last 5 here. Extend the leg. Bend the knee. And come down. Final 2. Finish strong here. Last one. Press. Extend. Bend. And lower down. Beautiful. Come on up. Take that opposite stretch. Let the ear fall to the shoulder. Reach up and over. Nice, you guys. Let that head feel nice and heavy. Let that left hip feel nice and heavy. Beautiful, you guys. The band can come off. The ball can come next to you. We are going to come to kneeling. I want you guys to bring your left foot forward in between the arms and shift your weight forward. Now you have to block the ball if you need it. You also, if you have a block or any other prop that can help you so that you can have your hands on something, bringing your hands onto whatever feels best for you. But our goal here is that we're pressing forward through that right hip bone, opening up through your chest. We have that release in the hips, in the chest. 3 deep breaths here. One more. Reach the right arm up, open up even deeper. Take 2 deep breaths. I know it's painful. One more, reach up and over to the left. And bring those palms down. Shift your weight back and flex that left foot. Open up and arch through your back so we can take a deeper stretch through the left hamstring, calf, and even under kind of the glute here to the low back. Big breath in and out here. For 2. One more. Okay, guys, and then sweep that yasmin back. Bring that right foot forward. Press the hips forward. Open up through the chest. Really allow that left hip to sink down towards the mat. I know it's uncomfortable. If you have a lot of pain in your hips in general, and there's a difference between tightness and pain. So, I mean, because a lot of us are tight in our hips, and especially if you have a desk job, then you'll definitely be tight in your hips. But if you feel like when you're stretching or you're moving, especially through any hip openers or releases, if you are feeling a wave of emotion, if you start to get sad, bring that left arm up. 2 deep breaths here. That is your body releasing. It could be something simple. It could be a trauma, like your body holds, especially as women, holds emotion and holds trauma. And hips is a huge place for women that we hold emotion. So if you start to feel that deeper emotion when you're doing these releases or even just in a Pilates class, because there's a lot of opening up the chest, the hips, the back in Pilates, just know that that's completely normal. Reach up and over to that right side and to let it happen and to let yourself feel if it's releasing, it needs to happen. So just let your body be. Don't judge your body and just love and accept. And you'll feel better if you truly let the body release when it needs to. Now we're pressing back into that right leg, flexing the right foot, sinking down into the back of the right leg. We'll take 3 deep breaths here. Try to lift up away from that hip. One more. As you guys both the knees down, find a child's pose here. So sit the hips back to the heels. If you have a ball or a block that you want to put under your wrist so you can sink a little deeper into the chest, allow the crown of the head to fall. Take 3 deep breaths here. One more. And come up. We are going to come to seated. So come to the front of your mat. I'm going to face you guys. Come to cross-legged. You'll bring your right hand over your belly. Your left hand will come over your heart. And we'll take 4 deep breaths here. And I want you to use these breaths as a moment to check in with your body one final time before the end of class. See where we're feeling less tight, see how the body's feeling versus when we got up this morning. I am feeling so much less tight. My whole body feels like it lengthened and aligned. I feel like I'm open through my hips and my chest and my back, bringing better posture and core connection and mind body connection into the rest of my day and into the rest of the week. So hopefully you're feeling something similar. Two more deep breaths here. Take a moment to thank yourself. Thank your body, your mind, your being for being here today, for showing up. Half of the battle is showing up. And not only did you show up, but you finished class. You conquered your first task of the day. You set yourself up for success. And there is so much good energy and power in that. So I am proud of you for moving today. I'm happy to be moving with you guys. There's nowhere I would rather be. Take one final breath here. If you want to think of one thing that you want to let go of with this last breath, or if there's one thing you want to bring into your day, use this last breath. Find the power, find the energy here, and take that breath out. Beautiful, you guys. Good job today. Happy Monday. I hope that you guys are feeling good, feeling ready for the rest of your week now. Like I said, was exhausted when I woke up this morning. I slept really deeply last night, but I felt really tired when I woke up. And I feel like light years better now. And we have a few more people that came in. So I'm glad that we all got to move together. I hope that you guys have a wonderful week this week. And I'll see you guys soon. So I'm teaching on Thursday at 6:30 p.m. So I have that live class, and then I posted a live recording from a week or two ago yesterday. So I have another workout that's there for you. And then I have some short little workouts. Oh, good guys. I'm glad you guys are enjoying. I have a few smaller little workouts that are on my page. If you guys have any questions for me or if there's something that you're wanting, I'm really trying to find out and like hone in on what my community really wants, what you guys are looking for in terms of like just me doing workouts, or if you want more written pieces, or if you're wanting more specific workouts. Do you want shorter workouts that are tailored to more specific things? Do you want more like class styles where I have like a glutes and abs class and a core curriculum class and like have those lives that have like a schedule? So it's almost more like I'm teaching more classes that are live that have different themes and like focuses. So there's lots of things that we can do, lots of fun ways that we can kind of mess around with it this year. But I love that you guys are enjoying the classes. I'm happy that we're all moving together and that I can be a space for you guys to feel empowered and like you are a strong mind, body, soul as you are. So, yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Again, if you have any questions, just reach out to me if there's anything that you want to suggest or feel like we want to add or bring into this page. Just tell me. I'm happy to do it. And I'll see you guys soon. Have a wonderful week. Happy Monday, happy moving. Like I said, I am so proud of you guys for moving. It's one step at a time. It starts with a stitch. One tiny little moment adds up to all these bigger moments. And eventually you have the most beautiful sweater, garment, all of it. You got all of it. Okay? Have a wonderful week, guys. I'll see you on Thursday. I have more posts on my page if you want to grab them or if you want to grab a workout in for the rest of the week before Thursday. And I'll see you guys soon. Okay? Thank you. Have a good one.